Yeah, okay, come on in. Alright, yes, sit down. So, I'm gonna take a look here at your files. Before I say anything else to you, you're gonna have to sign here on this form. Yeah, don't give me that look. Look, just sign it, okay? You know as well as I do that if you're gonna come in here and you're gonna file a claim for the boss for reimbursement, that this is the sort of requirements that you're gonna have to deal with, because we're not talking about small amounts of money here. Whoa. Look, slow down. We're gonna take this step by step, okay? I have to record every single one of these little details. Right, look at this, yeah. Line by line. Right here. So, what you're telling me is that 3 nights ago, and you were in your Chinese restaurant. It's also a tea house. Okay, and you have somebody there that plays jazz music on the weekends. Soft piano. Not any of that new wave fusion stuff. Got it. Okay. And you're saying that in this case, Cynthia Rothrock came in and beat up 72 of your employees. I could see where that would have been very distressing, but, sir, I don't believe you. Yes, as a matter of fact, I might be calling you a liar. I know for a fact in the research that I've done that your organization, at that building, you as a matter of fact only have 12.3 employees working there on that evening. The .3 is because Jimmy Linguini got one of his hands cut off. Yeah, I know you didn't want us to know about that, but we know about it. Okay, so now you're saying it was 7.3, not 73. I must have misheard you. Okay, that's fine. So, it was karate. How do you know it was karate? I know, but she also is a master of 7 other martial arts. It could have been any number of those. Well, we would have to have proof or corroboration that it was indeed karate. As you can see here on this form. I mean, you filled this out when you bought the policy. Right here. Oh. These forms. These forms right here, you can see, look. Right here. Right. So, I know you're looking to collect on the karate rider, but we were going to have some proof of that because, as you may understand, that's very expensive. Okay. Oh, maybe it was Richard Norton. Well, I do know that Cynthia Rothrock and Richard Norton have been known. Yeah, they've been seen together a lot. They're a very nasty. Yeah, the two of them together, very formidable. The last I heard, Richard Norton was heading off to participate in the game. Yeah. Carabao, like Caspian Sea. Yeah. Yeah. So if we take this here, grab this for you, get this sheet filled out. So let's go line by line. You're saying they damaged your piano. It was a very nice piano. I'm sure it was, yeah. Mahogany color, not black. To go with the soft red accents of the lights and the lamps. And the lamps had hand-embroidered dragons on them. Yes, it sounds very nice. And you're saying they broke all of your stock of liquor behind the bar. Whiskey, gin, vodka. Okay. And you also claim here, yeah, that they broke a fish tank containing saltwater fish. I don't know how many times we tell you guys, don't get a don't get a fish tank. What's going to happen is you're going to have a deal that goes south. Yeah, some street champions are going to come in, they're going to bust up the place. They're going to destroy the fish tank. This was recommended to you on your initial setup fee. Right here, you can see it. We advised, no fish tank, no saltwater fish tank. Especially don't include the little diver guy that makes bubbles. Or the little treasure chest, right? You have the little diver with the bubbles is costing you $437.16. And then the little treasure chest, $722.42. Yeah. Seeing what I'm going to do, because when I submit this report to the boss, he's going to want to have my stamp of approval on this. And you know what happens if he catches me telling a lie. Yeah, your shenanigans I can swallow, but I'm not willing to put my reputation or my life on the line to the boss. Because you overestimated some plastic toys for a fish tank. Yeah, watch me, right here. $10. Yeah. I should probably revise some of these numbers, so I tell you what, let's go through them informally, and then you can go back afterwards and make some adjustments. So, they beat up your men. They also took out your specialist. They broke your piano. They destroyed your fish tank. They ruined your liquor. 2 people got thrown through the plate glass window. But you only have one window. How did 2 people get thrown through it? Oh, the 2 people went out the window, but there was only one person that smashed it. I don't understand. Why would that make that individual's policy go up? Yes, but he didn't go through the glass. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Alright, I'll mark it down. And what about this here? You're saying that afterwards you chased after them in a large old black Cadillac limousine. You fired 4,684 bullets, and you didn't hit them once. You shot a lot of fruit and a lot of crates. And all of those vendors are expecting reimbursement too. Well, you know, you're supposed to fill out an accuracy report, at least quarterly, and I don't have any of those numbers here, so I'm gonna have a hard time selling the cost of all this ammunition and the fresh fruit, yeah, and the baskets. Well, you better finish that form and submit it, and if it looks like you're trying to pull a fast one, you're gonna be in big trouble. Well, okay, sure. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this list here, look. Here on this page. Fill that out, right? So, the limousine exploded because one of them jump-kicked the driver through the front window. I don't know how this happens all the time with you guys, and we tell you, don't chase after them in the limousines. I don't know why you don't chase after them in like a Miata or a Honda Civic or something that's nimble and maneuverable and relatively inexpensive. Why is it always a giant decked-out limousine? Because that was the car you brought. Ridiculous. Well, we'll see what we can do. I imagine we can get it at least repaired or fixed, but the fresh fruit, yes. Lemons, oranges, watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydews. I mean, that's a lot of melon, that's a lot of fruit. I know, and it explodes all over the place and makes a huge mess. I see. So when you were chasing Cynthia Rothrock and Richard Norton, you also happened to encounter Billy Blanks and Matthias Hughes. No. You think Billy Blanks might have been after Matthias Hughes. He was tracking him. And they just got in the way. And they didn't like that you were interrupting, so they teamed up and they took out another 26. Another 26 of your employees. How did you have 26 employees in this limousine? It's a very large limousine. Okay. Are you kidding me? You had product in the limousine. Why on earth would you have done that? So you chased after these guys in a large, expensive, slow limousine with a bunch of product in the trunk. And so not only did you spend 4,000 some bullets shooting at these guys, but you also lost an entire shipment. I don't know why we hire you guys anymore. Just fill out these forms and get this stuff, and you guys just never get this straight, and I just can't. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating for you. Imagine how frustrating it is for me. I get it. Well, if I fill this here, I might be able to hide some of these numbers. What I'm going to have you do, though, is I'm going to have you probably go to some sort of rival school or organization and tell them that it doesn't matter what style they use, that your technique is superior, and bait them into a school versus school fight. Yeah, definitely have that spill out into the street. Yeah, what we're looking for here is we're looking for just a good old-fashioned street brawl. Yeah, what I'll do, so we'll go into our supply warehouse and we'll get our excess pipes, 2x4s, chains, balsa wood crates. We'll just litter the area with those so that that way then it'll look a little more official, look a little more brutal. I have a feeling that that way then we can cover some of these damages, kind of hide some of this stuff, right? You're very stressed. mean, if you need to take a break, we can have someone fill in for your organization. I've heard recently that they reopened the Camp Crystal Lake Lodge. I've heard that that's gorgeous over there. You're afraid of clowns? There's no clowns at that camp. Yeah, I read the paperwork. The insurance policy they have is a no clowns rider on it. Yeah. And what happens is if you're going to take that leave of absence, what we'll do is we'll contact Old Detroit, see if Clarence Boddicker has any product that we can use to maybe make a deal, do some cuts, and see if we can't get that thing back, get things back on track. I think that's a solid move. That's probably a solid play. I would maybe be worried, though, that Jeff Wincott, no, not Michael Wincott, Jeff Wincott. Yeah, I know he was in The Crow, but no, he was the last man standing. No, not the Bruce Willis movie. No, it's not Bruce Willis. No. Yeah. No, Jeff Wincott. Yeah. There is a chance that he's going to intercept that shipment. I know that he recently was working for the Mission of Justice around town, and that could be a problem. Yeah, it could be a problem. Right. Well, either way, we'll scout around. We'll find a way to make this work. I've got a lot of paperwork now to fill out about this whole mess, so if you can be a little patient, I think probably in the next few days we'll have this sorted out, and then I'm going to have you come down and sign for it so I can submit these officially, send them up the chain. All right, well, you do take care, and we'll keep in touch. Yep, thank you so much.